Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the Shrine yet again, and I can already tell you this week's Shrine is pretty bad, but, you know, it comes back due to one perk, and I'm sure you already know what that is. We're currently looking at Dark Devotion, which is a teachable unlocked by the Plague. We're looking at Pop Goes the Weasel, which is a Clown teachable. We're looking at Sprint Burst, which is a Megan or Megan teachable, followed by Solidarity. I'm sorry, man. Coming in by Jane. Alright, so guys, let's go straight off the bat and have a bit of a look. Dark Devotion basically allows you to M1 a survivor. That survivor, if they were your obsession, now steals your heartbeat for 20 seconds. You lose all terror radius, and now that survivor has your heartbeat. Even if you were to down him and put him in dying state with a chainsaw, he still gets your heartbeat. Now this can be good on certain killers like Michael Myers. However, Michael Myers by default has a 16-meter heartbeat, and because it's so small, M1ing somebody and giving them a 32-meter heartbeat could make it a little bit weird. I know there was originally a bug with when you would hit somebody with Dark Devotion, they'd steal a normal terror radius. They wouldn't steal like Michael Myers' specific terror radius, but like for Chase, but that's okay. So having a bit of a look right now, Dark Devotion, it's not bad. You hit a survivor, you rotate away, and you M1 somebody down with a tier 3. Can work on a Billy, can work on a Leatherface. It's not a great perk. I'm not going to try and sell you on it. It is okay. It's very, very situational. You need to hit your obsession and leave, or down your obsession and leave. If you have a Lullaby like the Huntress or Freddy, Lullaby always stays regardless, because that's not a heartbeat. It's okay, but at the end of the day, you guys can be the judge. If I had to run it on somebody, I reckon I could have a lot of fun with it on Billy, providing I wasn't chainsawing across the map. Could have a lot of fun with it on Leatherface, a lot of fun with it on Michael Myers, possibly even the Hag. But all in all, it's an average perk. You won't see many people running it because it's very underwhelming and you have to have this situation for it to come into effect. Alright, the next perk on the web is called Pop Goes the Weasel. If I didn't own the DLC, would I buy Dark Devotion? No, I would not. Pop Goes the Weasel. Now, this one, if I didn't own the DLC, would I buy Pop Goes the Weasel? World of yes. This, in my personal opinion, is the #1 best killer perk in Dead by Daylight in the Shrine. Above Barbecue and Chili or whatever everyone thinks. I currently think the top 5 my favorite perks as killer is Pop, Discordance, Thrilling Tremor, Infectious Fright, and Surge. They're my 5 favorite perks. Currently, Pop is #1. What does Pop do? It allows you to down a survivor, pick them up, and when you hook them, the next generator you kick by holding spacebar or whatever you rebound the key to will regress 25% of what is done. It takes 80 seconds to do a generator. You're now regressing the Jenny by 20 seconds off the 80 seconds that has been nearly completed, and you've just taken 1/4 of the Jenny. Very devastating, very strong, can snowball games. I just played it with Freddy as well, and it goes perfectly hand in hand with a perk called Discordance if you want to run that rather than things like Thrilling Tremor. It goes well with Thrilling Tremor and Discordance, but you're kind of double upping. I personally like Pop on all of my killers in Dead by Daylight. There's one exception, and that is a Hag. I'm thinking of taking it off my Trapper for Surge as well, depending on what am I versing, if I'm versing multiple toolboxes, etc, etc. God tier perk, I can highly recommend it. Best perk in Dead by Daylight. If you don't think you like it, use it. Use it and you'll see how good it is. It rewards you for playing well and can really win games. You can have a Jenny halfway done, down 2 people, kick it with Pop, pick him up, hook him, somebody's tapped the Jenny, pick the other one up, hook him, kick the Jenny again with Pop. Now the Jenny's pretty much 50% gone back and you're in chase with another player. Like, it can really win games, especially if the survivor's Gen Rush you. Like, it is a rich man's Ruin in my opinion, because that rewards you for playing really well. Ruin relies on luck. You're hoping you get a good totem placement, as opposed to this relies on you being able to hook and catch survivors. Very god tier. If you don't think you can hook and catch survivors yet, I would still highly recommend unlocking the perk and keeping it in my blood web for a rainy day. Moving on to the next perk, we're looking at Sprint Burst. Sprint Burst is a Megan perk unlocked. It has a 60-second, 50, and 40-second cooldown. It is an exhaustion perk. So when a killer M1s you, you know that movement speed you get. Pretty much the exact same as Sprint Burst. It allows you to walk throughout the entire map and do that run on demand. So I don't see many really good players use Sprint Burst, if I'm going to tell you the truth. I feel it's outweighed by Balanced Landing and Dead Hard, and even possibly, I wouldn't say Life. Life is too easy to mind game. But yeah, Balanced Landing Dead Hard excels above all else, even head on. You can always tell if a survivor has a head on as killer, because when they jump out of a locker, they do this X Factor kind of thing with their hands. So you're going to be able to remember that for next time. I do not recommend this perk. It is a teachable unlocked by Megan at level 40. If you're going to be playing Dead by Daylight and you're new, I recommend you check out my new beginner guide for DBD. But if you're not going to, I'll just quickly save you the time. level up Megan or level up Nia. You level up one or the other. One of them comes with a kit that allows you to run from the killer and juke the killer better. The other one comes with a kit that allows you to hide from the killer more efficiently. Nia being the hiding, Megan being the runner. So I never recommend unlocking Sprint Burst, even though it's an exhaustion perk, even if you don't have any exhaustion perks. If for whatever reason you are going to level up Bill and he doesn't have any exhaustion perks, I still wouldn't buy Sprint Burst, because it's just that unreliable and not very good for the kit, regardless, unless you're running perks like Lightweight to hide your scratches, and it can be very counterintuitive. You have to walk around the map rather than running and getting to Jenny's quicker. Like, you waste a lot of time, much like an urban evading player who's avoiding the killer. Alright, moving on to this next one that I can't even pronounce correctly. Solitaire? Solitaire? Alright, okay. So basically, what does this mean? When you heal a survivor without using a medkit. Now, there are only two things that heal survivors in the game. Your hands and medkits. 40%, 45%, and 50% of the conversion rate is given to you. So basically, it takes 16 seconds to heal Jeff. With self-care, you've now healed yourself. Well, not with self-care. Well, healing somebody else, there's no penalties. It takes 16 seconds, okay? Healing yourself can take a lot longer than that too. This is going to allow it to take half the time of your teammate to heal you. Why is this such a really bad perk? Now, that is a good question. They just brought a perk that allows you to heal in a locker from staying in a locker for a couple of seconds. Why the hell would you want this when you can just jump in a locker and heal? I know you need to break a totem as a requirement, but then you're countering NOED as well, the players that do choose to run that perk. This is a really bad perk in Dead by Daylight, very outweighed by the new locker healing perk, outweighed by botany knowledge, in my opinion, outweighed by a medkit. It says when not using a medkit, just bring a medkit. There you go. There you go. You've pretty much... You're good to go. If you're trying to heal yourself with self-care, you get a 50% penalty. Healing yourself... with a medkit, you don't get a penalty. So it's pretty much like healing yourself using the perk if you're using a medkit, if that makes sense. All in all, guys, I'm not going to take too much time on the shrine. Would I buy this perk? No. Would I buy this perk? No. Would I buy Goes the Weasel? Yes. Would I buy Sprint Burst? No. I would save my shards off these, and I would 100% unlock this if I didn't. Even if I was a survivor main and not playing killer, even though I'm a killer main, I would still buy this perk. It is so good. It is god tier, and it's too good to pass up. It stacks really well with Ruin, really well with Thrilling Tremor, Barbecue and Chili, Discordant, some of the really strong perks in the game. It goes hand in hand with. Do keep in mind though, you do need to hook somebody for the perk to take effect. So if you can't hook somebody, you might need to practice your mind games, your hiding your light, your moonwalks, etc. before the perk is good value to you. I would still highly recommend unlocking it. I haven't seen pop on the shrine in God knows how long, and a very, very well worth it perk. Alrighty guys, that's going to be all for this week's Shrine. If you want to pop into the live streams, I'd be more than happy to walk through anything that you guys want to know about the shrines. It's a pleasure to have you in here. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you beautiful people in the fog. Take care and be safe.